Hey, Shalom, welcome. Shalom, Shalom. All right, this is your brother Zakaria Allah, branched out here in Williamsport, Pennsylvania. Come with another lesson through the Spirit. Lord willing, this be edifying to the Lord's elect. All right, and before I get started with this lesson, I want to give all praise, all honor, and all glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Racha Kodash. A double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone, whom I've grown in this truth under. Shalom to the Akim out there that's pushing the truth, that's laboring in the word, and that's pushing the gospel of the great kingdom that's soon to come. Shalom to the Akwath that's listening in, that's remaining true to the faith, and remaining faithful and submissive to their husbands and guiding their children. And shalom to the hopeful elect of the 12 tribes that scattered abroad throughout the four corners of the earth. To you Israelite foreigners out there who live among the heathen and who look like those heathen nations. But your lineage goes back to the progenitors of the 12 tribes of the nation of Israel through the line of your fathers. All right, I want to say peace and blessings to you all. Barakatham. Okay, so we're going to listen to this video from Dabu 7, man, because the time is now. Okay, the time is definitely now. These Edomites are about to drag this world into the conflict that has been foretold thousands of years ago. You see what I'm saying? By the mouth of the Lord's prophets. You see what I'm saying? Let me get this started here in the book of Isaiah, chapter 42. This is Isaiah 42 and verse 9. It reads, "Behold, the former things are come to pass, and new things do I declare. Before they spring forth, I tell you of them." And the Lord has told us, all right, the Lord has told us through his men, through the prophets that came before us. You see what I'm saying? Jeremiah chapter 28, verse 8. It reads, "The prophets that have been before me and before thee of old prophesied both against many countries and against great kingdoms, of war and of evil and of pestilence." You see what I'm saying? These prophets of old that the Lord had sent spoke of these things. Okay? Many dreams and visions that the Lord gave these men. Okay? He commanded them to document them, write them down in the book. You know what I'm saying? Record them so that it could be used now. You know what I'm saying? So that he may run that read it. Okay, and here we are, and this thing is no longer tarrying. This thing is not it's not taking its time anymore. You know what I'm saying? No more scoffing, no more talking, man. This thing is happening. All right. Again, the prophets that have been before me and before thee of old prophesied both against many countries and against great kingdoms, of war and of evil and of pestilence. Wars, evils, and pestilence is all about to come and hit us. You see what I'm saying? And the prophets today are speaking these words. You know what I'm saying? You're not going to have another time like this ever again. You know what I'm saying? The prophets are on the scene for the last time. Throughout all these generations, all leading up to this final point. And the prophets are here to give that warning one last time, beginning with our apostles, bishops, and elders on down. You see what I'm saying? This is Revelation chapter 11 and verse 14. Revelation 11:14, it reads, "The second woe is past, and behold, the third woe cometh quickly." That third world war is on its way. It's right here. You see what I'm saying? And it's going to ramp up. You see? And this is going to have such a profound implication on a global stage. You know what I'm saying? I was listening to Elder Malcolm at this morning. He went into the fact that these nations, all right, and Elder Yashawamba as well. All right, both of those elders went into the fact that the world is moving away from Babylon the Great, okay, and distancing themselves and creating an entire workaround about they're creating a solution to, you know, the second most powerful weapon that America has in its arsenal, which is the dollar. You know what I'm saying? The dollar is no longer going to be used as a weapon. You see what I'm saying? Because they're all building their own all right, they're building their own currencies or their own financial steamline. You know what I'm saying? Streamline, if you will. Okay, it's 144 called Hello Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shai. You know, we're in the times of great turmoil, man. You know what I'm saying? So let's listen to this video real quick. All right. Bear with me.
This is Dabu 7. We've got word today that the U.S. has begun evacuating embassy staff out of Israel while flights are still available here. And if you recall, they just pulled all these troops out of Erbil's base. They're making moves big time. And we even have the Chinese calling for an evacuation of citizens in Iran. They're saying leave now as soon as possible because of these tensions. So these are the moves that are made right before a strike goes down. And it seems like just that is about to happen. We did have one of our big warships had to dip off to the side because of an issue with the toiletries. Come to find out, we're hearing that crew members were actually shoving t-shirts into the toiletries to clog them up because they're so sick of being out at sea and don't want to go to war, that they caused it to happen. That's from McGregor saying that is what went down. And so I guess they pulled off to the side, they pulled into port somewhere, and they were able to quickly get the shirts out and fix the problem. But it shows there's a mutiny, so to speak, from soldiers that have been out here for almost a year on the ship, and they're ready to go home or to get switched out or however it works there. They've been there longer than they're supposed to be. So
a mutiny. All right? A mutiny. All those sailors were responsible for the the clogging of those toilets. Those sailors were responsible for it. Meaning that, what does that mean? That means that they're willing to face a court martial. All right, they're willing to face legal repercussions, okay, for their act of mutiny. They're willing to do that rather than to go and die for these people, okay, who say that they are JOOs, man. You see what I'm saying? This says a lot to the world. Here it is, the world's supposed greatest superpower is about to cause the most tumultuous conflict in world history. And right on the cusp of this, their own soldiers, all right, their own soldiers are causing a mutiny. Their own soldiers are not agreeing. You see what I'm saying? This is Jeremiah 51 and verse 30. It says, the mighty men of Babylon have forborne to fight. You see? They forborne to fight. They don't want to do this. They don't want to do this, man. People on that by the thousands, bro. By the thousands. Soldiers on that vessel have families. They have newborns that they'll never see again. You see what I'm saying? loved ones that they'll never see again. You see, this is what happens. This is what happens when you put your trust in this crooked society. You know what I'm saying? They got to do all this, the bidding. They got to do the bidding for these people who do the most heinous things to the most innocent, to the most vulnerable. Eating of flesh, human flesh, drinking of the blood of innocence, man. You see what I'm saying? And they are going to put their lives on the line for these type of vile people. You see what I'm saying? It says the mighty men of Babylon have forborne to fight. They have remained in their holds. Their might hath failed. They became as women. They have burned her dwelling places. Her bars are broken. You see? They don't want to do this. They know that this is that is coming down to the wire, that they're gonna put their lives on the line and they to die for a cause that they know is not righteous. You see what I'm saying? There was no weapons of mass destruction then. There's no weapons of mass destruction now. You see what I'm saying? And the whole world gets to sit here and watch as the president of the United States is literally being blackmailed. And they're going to war for somebody, for somebody who's being ousted for his own wickedness, and who's trying to save face and kowtow to these people who hold the strings, man, who pull the strings. Let me show you something real quick. All right. So it says American Navy men, after spending a year in a shit smelling box on the ocean because a blackmailed PDF file wants them to fight a pointless war for small heads. You see? And it's coming down to the wire, man, and there's no going back from this. You see what I'm saying? They know that this is the end of the line, man, because once you hit this hornet's nest, you know what I'm saying? It doesn't matter what it is. All right? It doesn't matter how, you know what I'm saying, how small to a degree that this strike is made. You see what I'm saying? They're stuck between a rock and a hard place. All of this for this character who you know what I'm saying, who has no what's the word? All right. He has no thought, no concern, no pity for the common man, no pity for the you know, the old or the young. You see what I'm saying? So let's go back.
The talk of war, they're not liking at all. And you can see a long line of aircraft here on the left making their way into the area. And you can see in Israel a whole bunch of our F-22s and other assets were sitting on the tarmac there, ready to go. So they arrived, they've been refueled, and they're ready to go at any time. So the evacuation's in motion for the time being, as long as flights are still available. As soon as they stop the flights, people are stuck in a potential war zone. And you don't want to be stuck in something like that. So all of the signs are there. This could happen today, later this evening. They like to do things over the weekend and kick them off on Fridays as well. So we'll watch it. Join me for the live stream going live at 8 p.m. Eastern, talking about updates to this and a lot more. Hope to see you there. Much love.
All right. All right, so this is Jeremiah. Okay, Jeremiah chapter 49 and verse 20. It reads, "Therefore, hear the counsel of the Lord Yahweh, that he hath taken against Edom, and his purposes that he hath purposed against the inhabitants of Teman. Surely the least of the flock shall draw them out. All right, surely he shall make their habitation desolate with them. the least of the flock of these Amalekites, these people who call themselves JOOs, man. You know what I'm saying? And they have to get this thing popping now. They got to get it popping. You know what I'm saying? Because the word is out. You know what I'm saying? Hey, when you look at that interview from Tucker Carlson, man, that interview did a hell of a lot of damage. It did a lot of damage. That interview essentially opened up the Pandora's box, because now everyone is asking the question, what is this war really about? You see what I'm saying? The scripture said that he would make you bear. Let's get that real quick. Jeremiah 49. Let's stay in Jeremiah 49, right? Okay. Jeremiah chapter 49 and verse 10. All right, it reads, "But I have made Esau bare. I have uncovered his secret places, and he shall not be able to hide himself. His seed is spoiled, and his brethren and his neighbors, and he is not." You see what I'm saying? He's found out now. Nowhere left to hide. You see? That interview has done some insane damage. Those Jeffrey files have done insane damage. The head of the WEF just stepped down because of those files. You see what I'm saying? Incredible damage. When you look at what was it? This Edomite pastor, who's now, after clearly he's been listening to the prophets, you know what I'm saying? He comes out and he ties the Rothschilds to the JOOs, and the JOOs to Esau Edom. You see? So these devils are exposed, man. They're exposed now, so they got to flip the switch. They got to do it. They got to come down with great wrath. They have no choice. They have to get this thing going now. So get ready, man. Get ready to see this shit, all right, pop off. You see what I'm saying? Get ready to see it. It's going to be bad, But this is what the Lord has been preparing us for. This is what the Lord sent his prophets out to warn about. You see? So that's pretty much it. I'm going to cut that there, man. I pray this lesson was edifying to the elect of the nation of Israel. This has been your brother Zakaria Allah, branched out here in Williamsport, Pennsylvania. In closing, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakha HaKodash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone, who rule well and who teach well. Peace and blessings to the hopeful elect. Shalom.